Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm USA Today bestselling author Hildie McQueen, and I write medieval Highlander romance as well as romantasy and some contemporary. I am going to be planning today for the month of June. I'm a little bit late. Today is the 6th, just to be totally transparent, and I have already begun writing this month. I think I'm sort of on schedule. I don't know. I will find out shortly. I'm going to be using these erasable pens mainly because I like to be able to make changes if I need to. So I think I'm going to use, and let me see, what colors do I have? I don't know. Are these all of them? Yeah. These are friction pens, by the way, if you ever need to use them. They're good for planning because they're erasable. I think I want to go with very starkly different colors, so I usually use green and purple, so I'm going to stick to those colors because then I can just look without having to read and know automatically what they mean. Where's my water? Oh, there it is. Okay, I have a little bit of a sore throat. I always have throat problems, don't I? Okay. Sorry. All right. First, I'm going to mark the days that I am not writing. I was thinking about using washi this time, but I don't know how that will look. Maybe I'll just use this for decor. It's really cute. It's got little books and cats and cups. I don't know where it came from. I kind of want to say Michael's, but I'm not sure. But I'm just going to put it down so it'll make this page or these pages look cute. Let's start with that. And I love decorating my planners. I don't like just plain. And you know, I sometimes will look at planners that other people other people's planners on social media, and they only have ink. And I'm like, oh, I want to do that. That looks so cool and clean. But then I don't remember the last time that I've done any planning without some sort of decor. And the same will be said for this one. All right, so I have this book called Squad Goals that I will be using to mark things like writing days and off days, stuff like that. All right, trying to get organized here. The month of June, I have a book that is due July 1st, so I have to finish writing it. It has to be full length, which for me is 50,000 words. I do go over 50,000 on certain books, but these I am trying to keep around 50,000. There's one, they've all gone over 50,000 between 52 and 60,000, but you know, generally I aim for 50 and then go from there. All right, so let's see. Like I said, first thing I always do is mark my days off because I don't write on the days that I know that I will not be writing, and I think I will mark those days with see, how many of these do I have? 4, see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then 6, 7, 8. Okay, so 8 days I won't be writing. So let's use, maybe I can use these cups to mark those days. What else do I have? 5 of, there's some coffees there. You know what, there's 5 of these. I can use these for the Sundays. Let's do that. And usually what I do is mark them in purple, and that means off. I'm just gonna go like this. I never write on Sundays. I could, but I don't. And people are different. Some people will write every day a little bit. Some writers prefer to have specific days off. I definitely I know myself, and I usually do not write on weekends. Unless I'm bored, then sometimes if I'm bored at home doing nothing, then I will. But normally I do not write on weekends. So I'm going to mark the Sundays with these cute little coffee cups. And these are from the Happy Planner book called Squad Girls. And I'm using these stickers because I want to use up the stickers that I normally don't use because they're just kind of sitting there. I used a lot of the stickers in this book though. So I need one more coffee cup. If I can find it, that would be great. Here's a little tiny one. I can always use the other kind of coffee cups that we saw. Where were they? Here. But I wanted to use them here, so I need 3 for this one. So I can use these 3, so I'm just going to use one of these for the bottom over here. Like that, and then I'm going to use these 3 for these 3 days that I will not be writing. This day I'm having an event. This day I'm going out of town. And this weekend, my church is having a event at the Pride Festival where we go and give out beads and offer prayer and support to the LGBTQ community. It's always a very enriching time and experience. All right, and there we go. All right, then is there any other days I will not be writing? I don't think so. Let me check over here on my schedule. But I know that on the 10th I have a hair appointment that's going to be most of the day, but I might still sneak in. I need to sneak in some writing. What else? I think that's it. Okay, so pretty much that's the only day that is we don't know for sure kind of day. All right, I know that currently I am at 31,000 words. Oh, where's my green pen? Here it is. Right here, I'm at 31K. See, this is why I need an erasable pen. Because my brain goes faster than my writing. All right. So that means that I have 19,000 words to go. So I will be writing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, no, 10 days. Sorry, because 10 days. So 19,000, 19,000 divided by 10 equals 1,900 words, but I write between 2,500 and 3,000 because I like to be ahead of the count. So I'm going to put down 2,500 words per day, and that to me is pretty attainable. I used to write like 5,000 words a day, or sometimes I would write, between 3,000 and 5,000 a day. But I noticed lately that I've been writing a lot less because it's not that I don't know what the reason is. Mostly it's because I just get tired. I don't know why, but I just get tired. So on some days I will strive to write more than 2,500 words, but for now this is going to be my goal. I'm not doing anything tomorrow, am I? No. All right, I am doing Inkers Con, which is a writers only convention, and it is virtual. And if you haven't signed up for it, and they give a lot of classes on marketing, on craft, and on networking, and I mean, it's a lot of stuff. It's really a good conference to attend. I've never gone to it in person, but I've done it virtually once before, so I plan on doing it again. my sales have been so different lately because I am going with a publishing house, so my own personal releases have slowed down, so my own personal income royalties has gone way down. So now I'm like waiting for the Romantasy, see how they do, so that I can start making more money. All right, so then this week is gonna be rewrites and proofreading. Rewrites usually takes me 2 days, so I am going to plan to do rewrites Monday and Tuesday, and then proofreading on the last 3 days. Now for proofreading, in this oh, that's a long word. This month I'm not gonna have time to send it off to a actual proofreader before I send it off to the editor, to the publisher. So I'm just gonna write proof. I know what it means. Anyway, I'm not gonna have time to send it off to a proofreader, so I will be using Microsoft Editor, and then sometimes there's this other program. What is it called? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember. I had just asked somebody about it and was talking about it the other day, but of course I can't think of the name. Anyway, it's a program that you upload your manuscript, and it will tell you if you have so many repeated words, and do corrections on punctuation, which is my weakness, is punctuation. So that's what's going to be happening these days. Okay, so let's use something to mark those, and I was going to mark my writing days with these rainbows, but of course I can't find my tweezers now. Did I just have them, or am I imagining things? I don't see them. Where did they go? I don't know how that happens. I'll have something right in front of me and then it's gone all of a sudden. It's magic. All right, I don't know where they are, so I'm gonna have to do these. Hopefully be able to do it that way. I think these rainbow things are so cute and a perfect way to mark writing. I think after I finish this book, I usually take a week off after finishing a book, because I always say I'm not going to take any time off. I'm just going to delve into the very next book. That is usually my intention, but I know myself well enough now that I know that I won't do that. My brain won't let me. And especially in this case, because this is a romantasy and I'm going to be delving into a medieval Highlander romance, which these take place in Scotland as well, but different times, totally different times. And so it makes it hard to switch over from one writing style, contemporary writing, to medieval, especially with the dialogue and stuff like that. So I'm definitely going to be needing a little bit of a break in between, and then on the second week of July, I'll start with the medieval Highlander romance, which will be the fifth book. Is it the fifth book? Yes, the fifth book in the Clan Ross of Skye, which is is that all of them? Yeah, that's all of them. You know what I just found, y'all? I found this on my boob. Let me put this back. I thought that had counted 5. And of course I don't have the thingy to lift this up with. Let me try this guy. I thought I had gotten 5. Somehow one of them got stuck on my chest. All right, good. Now it all matches. Okay, so I'm gonna mark then newsletters. One of these months I'm gonna do 2 newsletters a month, but right now I only get 1 done a month, and it's usually the middle of the month. So I'm gonna set up newsletter day as the 17th, and I'll go ahead and mark it with this cup since I'd already used it. So let me write that down. This day I'm gonna do the newsletter. And sometimes I'll write the newsletter whenever I have time, and then, you know, schedule it to release on a specific day. And I try to make it between the 15th and 18th of every month, but sometimes I am a little off. All right, and then what else do I have going on? Well, I'm going to mark the book's deadline, which is the 1st of July, when it's due to the publisher. So I'm going to just put a 1 and then a July, and put that, what is the name of the book? The Last Night. The Last Night. Due to OHB. It's my publishing house is Oliver Herbert Books, I think is what the B stands for. All right, and then so that's the deadline, and I have rewrites days, proofreading days. How do I want to mark those? Let's see. I like these computers. I'll do those for rewrites. And then for proofreading, the glasses. Oops. Proofreading. All right. And oh, that looks really good and not too overdone. Now, just for I don't probably need to write this, but I'm still gonna do it because it'll kind of highlight for me what this day is all about. And sometimes the people will call and say, hey, what are you doing on the 12th? And I'll be like, on the 12th, I am writing. I need at least the morning to do that. So if I need to do anything that day, I can, but it'll have to be after 2 p.m. because I usually write 10 till 2. And then I say that for most days anyway, because by the time I finish admin work, stuff like that, I usually peter out around 2:30 to 3. It's like when I start getting really sleepy, I hit that midday slump, and I usually take advantage of that time to tidy up things, stand up, and, you know, do laundry or something like that. So, and then by then I'm like pretty much done. Okay, that's that. As far as my the rest of this, I could mark it, but I'm not going to, but I will tell you what I do. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. That's not Friday, that's Thursday. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, I do visit reader groups. And usually I'll just put in some interaction, some information, like pictures of Scotland where certain scenes are based, or pictures that I took when I was visiting Scotland, or sometimes interiors of homes that are serving as inspiration for something I'm writing. I also include pictures of my muses for the characters. Readers like to do that. Sometimes I will add like a dog, or upload a dog or something like that, or whatever, or a street or a pub, and ask the readers to help me name it. And they also like doing that, which I will be doing that, come to think of it, for the next book I'm writing in the medieval series. I'm gonna ask them to help me name a dog and also a pub. Is that all I needed? I feel like there's something else I wanted help with, but right now I can't remember. So yeah, so I do that on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then on Tuesdays and Thursdays I do marketing promotions, which means that I upload the book cover, a book graphic, and ask for, and then some kind of tagline or prompt about the book, and then ask them if they've read it or would they read it, or how do they feel about a cover, things like that, and then I include the link for them to purchase it. So those are my marketing days, are Tuesdays and Thursdays, but I don't put it on this calendar because it goes on my work planner. This is just something for me to look at and glance at and be able to see what writing I'm doing, what my deadline is, things like that. So I am looking for a highlighter now, and I don't see one. Is this a highlighter? I don't know, is it? Let me, sort of, okay. And why do I do all this, you might be asking? Mainly because, like I said, somebody calls me and says, what are you doing on this specific day, or can you do this thing on a specific day? And I can say, no, these are the days that I will be unavailable until 2 o'clock in the afternoon, except for maybe this day. I don't know how that day's gonna go because I have a hair appointment, and I probably do need to write that in there. I have a hair appointment and it's a blowout, so it usually takes a while. I think it's from 11 a.m. till 1:30 p.m. I have very thick hair, so it takes forever for my hairdresser to get things done on it. Okay, so it looks a little full, doesn't it? You can see what I'm doing every day of the month. Days off. These are 2 travel days and 1 event day. No, actually the 28th I am not traveling. I have no idea what I'm doing on the 28th. Let me look. 28th. I know I'm going out of town on the 21st. On the 28th, I have book club, but other than that, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just taking those days off because I have plenty of time to reach my deadline. Yeah, so that's it. And hopefully it'll give you some ideas on how to plan your work and or writing or creating month. Take care. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Bye.